Hello and welcome everyone to this My Hero Academia video. In this video we will discuss the villain Overhaul, starting with his background story, then his quirk, and finally how Overhaul will meet his end in the show. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification button to stay updated on more My Hero Academia content. Overhaul's real name is Kai Shisaki, and he is the leader of the Yakuza gang called the Eightfold Cleansers. Sometimes they refer to themselves as well as the 8 precepts of death, but in this video we will refer to the Eightfold Cleansers name. The Eightfold Cleansers is a Yakuza gang who have fallen in the ranks of the underworld, due to the fact that they were no match against heroes with powerful quirks. Overhaul wants to bring the Yakuza gang back to his old glory, and he wants to do this by the creation of an anti-quirk serum. Overhaul has created a serum that eliminates the quirk of a person forever. He has been able to make this by extracting and modifying the quirk of Irai. Irai is a young girl who has the ability to rewind an individual's body to a previous state, like for example when they were quirkless. As you know, a quirk is activated usually in a later stage in life. So what Irai does is put you back in the state before your quirk was activated. Overhaul wants to produce this anti-quirk serum on large scale and sell it to heroes and villains. It's obvious why the villains would want to have this. For the heroes, Overhaul has made an antidote. In this way he wants to control the black market and earn on both sides. It seems Overhaul's motive for all this is to earn a lot of money. Well, in a kind of way that is true, but it goes a lot deeper. On one hand, he wants to make a lot of money. He wants to use this money to make the old Yakuza gang rise again, as more money equals more power and more respect. This will attract more members to the Yakuza, and so the Yakuza will grow again and become a force to be reckoned with. This deep desire of Overhaul to restore the Yakuza gang has to do with the former capo of the Yakuza. The original capo took Overhaul in the Yakuza when he was still a child. The capo raised Overhaul and made him an important member of the gang. Overhaul wants to repay this kindness of his former capo, and he wants to do this by making the Yakuza great again. On the other hand, there's also a specific reason that Overhaul wants to eliminate quirks. As mentioned before, because of strong powerful quirks like that of All Might and other heroes, the Yakuza gang had to go into the shadows. This has resulted in a strong resentment for quirks in Overhaul. He basically sees them as a disease, and he wants to eradicate all quirks or cleanse them from the world. This also explains why Overhaul called the Yakuza gang the Eightfold Cleansers. In addition to that, the word cleansing also refers to that Overhaul cannot stand dust, unhygienic places or germs. He basically is a germaphobe and is beyond scared of getting sick. That is also why he wears the plague mask. In the last anime episode, we see Overhaul walking towards the League of Villains. Shigaraki expects that the purpose of this planned meeting is for Overhaul to join the League of Villains. However, Overhaul has a different plan. He wants the public support of the League of Villains, so that he can produce the anti-quirk serum on large scale. At this moment he doesn't have the funds to produce it on large scale, and there are no investors who want to invest in an outdated Yakuza gang. But if it's known that the League of Villains is associated with the Yakuza, investors would be glad to invest in them. In addition to that, Overhaul also wants the League of Villains to become part of the Yakuza. He wants to be the new kingpin of both gangs. Obviously, the League of Villains doesn't react kindly to this. They feel insulted and attack Overhaul. Magnet tries to attack Overhaul, not knowing that Overhaul's quirk is the ability to destroy somebody's body by just touching them. Overhaul touches Magnet, and his complete upper body is obliterated, reducing it to nothing but blood. Overhaul can control the level of destruction, as when he uses it on Mr. Compress, he only blows off his arm. Overhaul's quirk is not limited to just persons and destruction. He is able to assemble and reassemble everything that he touches. So this can be also objects. As we can see in his fight against Lemillion, where he reassembles the floor and turns them into spears. Overhaul is also able to heal people that he has destroyed. For example, Mr. Compress' arm. He would be able to reassemble it back. The only thing is that he needs to do it quick after he has destroyed it. If you think Overhaul isn't overpowered enough, he also has the ability to fuse with people. In his final fight against Deku, Overhaul fuses with Katsukami and he becomes 10 times his size and sort of a stone dragon with claws. It seems that he can fuse as often as he wishes. Despite his fusion, in the end he is defeated by Deku when Deku goes full 100% on his quirk. But the suffering doesn't end here for Overhaul. Due to his severe injuries, he needs to be transported to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, they are interrupted by the League of Villains. Overhaul is captured, and while he's tied down, Shigaraki uses his quirk on him. He touches his arm and Overhaul's arm starts to crumble to dust. In order to prevent that Overhaul's whole body starts to crumble to dust, Shigaraki cuts his arm off. This is obviously not just to save his life, but to take his quirk away and basically to make him suffer. In addition to that, Mr. Compress also wants his revenge and takes the other arm of Overhaul, leaving Overhaul with no arms and without the ability to use his quirk. This is a very cruel ending and kind of a bit ironic, considering that Overhaul was the one who wanted to take others' quirk away. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. In the next episode we will discuss Night Eye, who was the first sidekick of All Might.